like taking the video off my phone and doing all that. So it's easier to do it this way. Um, I have some pretty cool stuff coming later today or tomorrow on um, for the channel on my channel. I guess I was gonna say on my channel, but that doesn't sound very good. Um, I'm in my bathroom right now because it's bright right here and you guys can see my face better. Um, so I, I don't want to spoil anything because there's a lot of cool stuff that's gonna be um in this box I'm getting from my friend. Um, he sent me stuff in the past before. He's the same guy that I got Wayne's World, Judge Dredd. What else did he send me at one time? He sent me a bunch of like extra screws, which came in handy. Um, Basically, he sent me some other stuff for the channel for me to like keep for my collection. Um, One thing I am getting back finally after like over a year is Kazam. If you guys remember, I sent that off to get dumped, which it did get dumped, and he just now um, is sending it back, probably because he was getting my box ready to send off to me. So I'm happy to be getting that back, because I honestly didn't think he would send it back. I thought he was going to keep that, honestly, but I'm kind of glad he's sending that back. Now I don't know if that'll work after the dumping process because I heard from the guy that's sending me the stuff that they figured out a new way to do it without destroying the game. So that's probably one of the first things I'm going to test to see if it'll work. If it doesn't work, I'm not too worried about it because it'll still be nice for display. But I'm just glad to have it back in my collection. But some of the other stuff is, man, you guys are gonna. Some of this stuff is insane. At least one of the things is something I never would have thought I would have had in my collection. And I want you guys, anybody that watches this and that's watching it now, to go check your notifications. I'm assuming they're turned on to all if you guys are watching this right now. But make sure you guys are turned on all notifications because I want everyone to see the videos, especially the one I post about the one item I should say the group of items because it's technically two things, but I'm going to combine it into one video because it's kind of the same thing. But I want to make sure that video in particular gets out there because we don't know that much information about it. And if someone out there knows information about this said item, I would really appreciate somebody um, to reach out to me once I post a video on it because I don't know much about it, but I do know it's very cool and it's it's something that's I I, I don't want to spoil it. It's crazy. It's crazy what it is because it's something tiger related and it's also something else related to something else I'm a huge fan of. So I'm super excited, guys. I can't wait to see it in person. I've seen pictures of it when he picked it up and we had talked about it because that's one of the reasons why. That's why I sent Kazam off in the first place. Because if you send me those, I'll send that to get dumped, and that's what we agreed on. But he's sending some extra stuff too, stuff I didn't know about until he sent me pictures of it. I blurred a lot of those pictures. If you guys go check, I think I posted them all on my Facebook. I blurred a bunch of those pictures. So if you guys are gonna check my Facebook page, I blurred a bunch of those pictures. If you guys want to try to guess what some of the games are, you feel free to in the comments. But you guys will find out tomorrow because I'm gonna do a unboxing of the box. Probably I'm not gonna do it live, but I'm gonna film it. Um, just because I think I did that the last time. He sent me a box of stuff too. But God, I can't wait till either tomorrow or today. I'm saying tomorrow because I think it's gonna be tomorrow. It's here. It's here in the states, but it's not like here in my local sorting facility. So I don't think it'll be here today per se. But definitely tomorrow. So, I might if it's here today, you'll see a video later today about like the box and stuff. So basically, guys, just check your notifications, please. It's very important. Even if even if you're not interested in handle games, if you like the other stuff I post, like Hyrule Warriors and stuff like that, oh, there's some good stuff. There's good stuff coming. I don't want to spoil anything. Um, I will tell you guys one thing that's coming. But I'm not spoiling the other stuff because the other stuff's really cool. I'm getting a factory sealed full house. Yes, they made a full house. Tiger Handheld. Yes, it is factory sealed, and yes, I am going to open it. So don't freak out, people. I know collectors out there are going to freak out when I open that, but I'm going to open that. So, um, but there's a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, yeah. Go if you want to see a sneak peek. You can go to the Discord, my Discord page. Um, if you guys don't know, it's in the descriptions of like all of my videos. I don't know if I can post a link to it while I'm on my phone because I'm doing this from my phone. So, um, you literally just click the link and well, you got a separate account. You click the link, it'll say like join, and then you click it, and then you gotta download Discord on your phone or your desktop. Um, I don't go on there that much, guys. To be honest, I need to get on there more. I don't go on there that much because not that many people are really in my Discord, and it's not that active. Because I think mainly people forget that like my Discord's a thing. So do I, but I need to be more active on there. But the main thing I want you guys to do is click notifications and click all notifications because there's a second reason I want to do a live video too, and that's to talk about why I'm talking so much about my subscriptions and my notifications. Hold on, let me kind of resituate myself here, because I looked at my analytics just because I'm curious how well my channel's doing, and it's doing okay, but my videos are like doing terribly and views and stuff, and I figured out why. Most of my views are like 95% of my views are coming from non-subscribed people, and only like 4.8 or it was some stupid percentage is coming from subscribed people, and I was like, well, obviously people aren't being notified because they don't have it turned on, or YouTube's just being stupid not notifying them because that's happened to me before. So yeah, I try not to worry about it too much, but like that's the thing about being a YouTuber that sucks is like you don't want to worry about that stuff, but you do, cause like I don't know, it's weird. It's a double-edged sword with me. Like I like doing YouTube, but at the same time, like I wish I was better at it, and I wish I was more successful at it than I am, because I feel like if I was, it'd be more worth putting this much effort into it. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird because like these guys are having fun doing it and making a living doing it, and I'm having fun doing it. But no one really watches my stuff, so why do it? That's the way I feel sometimes. But then I see comments like what people are posting in the comments now live here, and that's why I do it because I have a core people of I have a core group of people that like to watch my content, and that's why I do it still, even though I don't like I'm not super popular or anything like that. And I don't want to be like super popular. I don't want to be like millions of subscribers. My goal on YouTube would probably be to get a silver play button, which is to get 100,000 subs. But I don't think I'll ever get there because for those who don't know, I've been on YouTube since July of 2009. I've been on YouTube for like 12 years. So like 12 years is a long time to be trying to like claw your way up the YouTube ladder. So I've kind of given up on that dream of hitting 100,000 subs because I've lost over the past like 4 years, I've lost like 4,000 subs or something like that. Probably due to like all the GoFundMe hype dying down, all that stuff. But when that happened, that my channel blew up for a little bit, and then it just tanked like a year later. Um, so I mean that's probably what hurts the most, that people just gave up on my channel after that. And I don't know. It just it just kind of sucks that many people didn't care to stick around to my channel. I guess I don't know why I let it bother me so bad, but I guess because I wish I was doing something like more productive with myself instead of just doing this. And like my wife works all day and puts herself out there and does I almost said her old job. God, what the hell was I smoking? Um, she's a healthcare worker, so during the pandemic, I get stressed out even more about my wife working constantly. So um, I don't know. Wow, 7 legs. Holy crap. um, but that's part of the reason. Like I hate that my wife has to work in like a stressful, like I don't want to say dangerous job, but like she puts like herself and myself and my family kind of in danger every day. But she's very very careful about it. She wears masks every day. Like I know she double masks. I know they even make them wear like face shields and goggles. They don't mess around where she works. So I'm not super worried about it. And for those who didn't know or don't know, I did actually have COVID-19 about a month ago. It was very very mild. I got very lucky. My brother and I both had it. We got very lucky. Um, so I I'm grateful for you guys, for all the people that saw the post and was liking it. I think I got like 16 likes. So people were obviously concerned, which made me feel better. And I honestly think that's what helped me get through it, because without you guys supporting me, I don't think I would have been able to get through it as quickly as I did, because it sucked for a while. The main symptoms I had of it, in case people were curious, is I had really bad fatigue and I had loss of taste and that, and the loss of taste and smell lasted the longest. I couldn't smell or taste anything for like 3 or 4 weeks, maybe even 5 weeks after that. And then still, some stuff still kind of tastes odd to me. Stuff that I used to eat a lot all the time. It kind of has a weirder taste to it, but that's a lingering effect of it that can happen. Your taste can change, and obviously that happened to me. So, I mean, if that's all I have, that's residual, that's fine with me. I don't care. As long as I didn't get it bad and wasn't hospitalized, I don't care. As long as my wife, my parents, and my brother doesn't get it, I don't care. If I get it again, I really don't care. I just don't want them to get it. Honestly, like, I really wouldn't care if I got it again or not. I'm more worried about my wife and my other family members getting it than me. I don't really care if I get it. I just don't want them to get it again, because I always hear the second time's worse. So yeah. Anyway, I got big stuff coming tomorrow. Like I said, Full House is coming, and I'll give you guys a big hint about this. The second thing, the thing I'm most excited about, next to the other thing I'm really excited about. The big hint is, if you guys have been around the channel long enough, I've mentioned wanting this game in my collection for a while. Um, and I'm finally going to be getting it soon. Um, it's a Sega franchise. I'll give you that hint too. It's a Sega franchise. So, if anyone guesses it, I'll tell you if you're right. Uh, but there you go. There's the only hint I'm giving you guys. Oh no, it wasn't. I don't want anybody to get like super worried. It wasn't. We didn't get it that bad. I didn't. I never had a fever. I never had trouble breathing. I never went to the hospital. I never even got officially tested. But the person I came in contact with that we know had it worse than I did, and my brother did, and we came in contact with this person, so we pretty much know we had it. I thought about getting tested the day I started having symptoms, but I didn't want to risk exposing other people, so I didn't even bother going to the hospital to get tested. And honestly, I didn't want to get a giant Q-tip shoved up my nose anyway. To be completely honest. Now, I will say this: when I can, I am gonna get the vaccine. And I know there's a lot of anti-vaxxers and people that don't want to get it. My wife got the Pfizer vaccine, I believe, and she had no side effects other than the second shot. She kind of had fatigue and loss of appetite. That was it. After like a day or two, not even that. Like it was literally like less than a day. I think it was like 12 hours. She was fine, and it's worth it. Even if, and guys, I never get shots. I've literally never gotten the flu vaccine other than when I was a kid. Like I didn't get the flu vaccine for like years, and I still haven't got. The last time I got a flu vaccine was probably like 12 or 13. But the coronavirus, I don't want to get it again. So when I can, I'm definitely gonna get the vaccine for it because I don't want to risk getting it again. Um, yeah, that's what needs to happen. Schools, colleges, stuff like that needs to. They need. Sadly, they need to mandate it, but they really can't. And I don't want to get too political in here about that, but they really can't because people, anti-vaxxers and other people would lose their minds over that. They would be like, "Oh, you're infringing on our right to get vaccinated," which is true. They can't really make you get vaccinated, but I would implore people to get vaccinated. If you've seen the death tolls and death rates and infection rates, it's there's a lot of people out there that still think it's not real. It's a hoax. It's fake. Trust me, it's not. It sucks not being able to smell and taste your food and be tired all the time, and you get run down. You don't feel good when you have it. Trust me. And even still today, like even when I'm recovered, like every now and then I get bouts of fatigue. When I get like a good solid 6 to 8 hours of sleep, like I'll still feel tired. That might be due to my COVID exposure. I have no idea. Or it could just be I have bad sleep habits. That could be it too, because I honestly do have bad sleep habits too. But I don't know. I'm just saying, guys. Like it's scary. It's a scary world there. But I think since the vaccine's been rolling out and people have been getting it, we've been seeing the how long were you not able to taste things? I would say. See, it feels like it was forever ago, but it wasn't even that long ago that I had it. Because that's what it does to you. It messes you up. I would say it was about 4 or 5 weeks before my taste fully came back. See, the weird thing with my taste was I didn't lose it like right away. My brother lost his right away. My first symptom was a bad headache and a cough, and I had like nausea and like loss of appetite. Those were my first symptoms. I didn't lose my taste and smell till like the third or fourth or fifth day, I think. And then like it took like 3 or 4 weeks back. Like I said, stuff still, some things still kind of have a weird funky taste to to me. Now it could just be me being like paranoid about it, but some stuff kind of tastes more bland than usual. So I don't know if that's like a residual effect of it or not. But like I said, guys, it wasn't bad, and I know my parents wouldn't really want me to like talk about it too much on it because they don't want people to like worry about me and stuff. But it wasn't bad, and my parents never got it, thank God, because they have like underlying health conditions, like they have high blood pressure and stuff. So I was really worried about that. So I didn't want them to get it. That was the main thing I was worried about, is my parents, and I still worry about them getting it. I hope my parents are smart enough to get the vaccine. Honestly, I don't think my mom can, because I think Um, she has something. I don't want to divulge what she has, but she has something that I think counts as something that you can't. Uh, that she's not able to get it, but she's very careful when she goes out. Anyway, but uh, I know my dad should be able to get it, and I hope he does. So I don't see why he wouldn't, because he knows we had it. He can be in denial all he wants because he was in denial about it. He didn't want to believe we had it. I don't want to out my dad, but he was pretty adamant that we didn't have it, and I was like, no, we definitely had it. Oh, thank you, dude. Have a good night. Sleep well and stay safe out there. If you guys are experiencing snow or ice, because I know there's snowstorms around the U.S. and there's even some tornadoes down in the south and stuff like that. We got some pretty good snow here. Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel fine now. Like I'm completely better, guys. Like there's nothing to worry about. Like I'm completely fine now. Um, I am very more vigilant when I go out now. Like I used to bitch and complain about wearing the masks when I would go out because honestly, guys, I don't like wearing them either. But after that one slip up we had, where we where me and my brother got exposed to it, and my wife, she was ace. My wife had it, but she was asymptomatic. She had no symptoms, but she was asymptomatic, and I truly believe that was because she had the first dose of the vaccine. That's why she was asymptomatic because that protected her. Not that the shot gave her asymptomatic COVID, but that's why she developed it asymptomatically because the vaccine, I think, helped her body fight off most of the infection. Um, that's why I think buffered it between us. That's why I think we have a pretty mild case of it, honestly. But yeah, I'm fine now. But like I was saying before, I I used to whine and complain about wearing masks. Like, oh god, this is so dumb wearing these masks. Because yes, it is annoying. Yes, it's frustrating, but it does help because not wearing them is what caused it to happen. We slipped up once, and that's what happened. And like, oops, like they tell you not to do that, and like you're like, oh well, we kept it within our bubble of people. Well, I guess the person got exposed to it somehow from somebody, and we I don't know how it was just me and my brother and my wife. I don't know how my parents didn't get it. I have no idea how they didn't get it. I thank God they didn't because that worried the out of me. I'm not even kidding. Like I'm gonna try not to cuss so much, but it worried the crap out of me that they were gonna get it because uh, my parents are very important to me. So I'm very grateful that they didn't experience it. And my mom was, Mom, I don't care if I get to the hospital. I don't want you guys getting it. I'd rather be in the hospital on a ventilator than my parents or my wife or any of my brothers. Like that's the truth. I I would rather me get it worse than anybody in the family. Yeah, cold source. I had that was weird too. When now that you mentioned cold sores, like when I had COVID, I had like two different cold sores on my lip that wouldn't go away until after I was done with COVID. So that was really weird. I don't know if that was like a side effect of it or not, but it was weird. Um, so I don't know if that was like a weird side effect of it, maybe, because I don't get cold sores that often, and when I do, they're usually not. They're usually gone within like a few days. So like it was weird. I was like, why won't this cold sore go away? And I'm like, maybe that's because of the COVID. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe that kind of buffered it a little bit, having the cold sore, because I had it before then, um, and it was weird. I don't know. I don't even know how I got the cold sore, because my wife didn't even have one, and like that's usually how you get one from like kissing your spouse, or we don't really share drinks, so I don't know how the hell I would have gotten it. I don't know. Who knows? We're not gonna talk about cold sores, but but um, God, what else can I talk about? Um, oh, I might as well talk about it here, just because why not? The Nintendo Direct that was today, dude. I am super freaking hyped. Skyward Sword is coming to the freaking Switch. Holy crap! I can finally play that game. Oh my god, I can't wait to play that in July. Because for you guys that don't know, I can't play the Wii that well because of my cerebral palsy, because of motion controls, and that's the only Zelda game I haven't played. Um, and I've wanted to play it for 11 years, since it came out in 2011. So I'm super pumped for that. Um, have you tried Stadia? I got it for no, I've heard mixed things about Stadia. I don't know what to think about it, and I kind of want to try it, but I've heard Google's kind of jumping ship on Stadia, or like starting to. So I don't want to like get into it and then like Google be like, "Well, sorry guys, we're shutting Stadia down." But it seems okay. Um, by the way, do I have any computer nerds in here? Because I need some help with computer stuff. Um, it's actually pretty important too. Um, for anybody that sees this after the fact, email me or comment down below with what I'm about to say here in a second, because I do need some computer help. I'm gonna go in the room because I don't want to be in here anymore. Mainly just um, hold on, let me kind of drive and hold my phone here. Mainly just wait. You can do. I mean, I would be up to trying it for 3 months for sure. Um, but but what I need help with is actually my my PC. My motherboard is there's some parts on it that are going out. Well, one USB port went out and a while ago, and the one hold on, let me see if I can switch and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know my room's a mess. It always is. Because there's so much crap in this room. Don't mind the carpet. I'm gonna try to show you guys what I'm talking about here. Give me 1 second. I gotta move my hub real quick. I don't know if I can, cause I don't know if they'll turn on the light or not, because you guys won't be able to see it. Let's see if I can. Can I please? No, I can't turn on the light. Why? Why can't I turn on the light? Okay, so here's the main problem. If you guys can see, I don't know if you can see that, but you see how the top board it looks okay. I wish I had a light to show you guys what I'm talking about, but I don't. But this bottom one right here, it's totally like caved in. Like it. Disclaimer, that was my my fault actually, because um, I constantly get caught on wires and crap because I don't really pay attention half the time, and I got caught on a wire once and basically ripped out the USB like port almost. Like it bent, and I bent it back for a while, but recently it just like fell inside the motherboard, so that port's like broken. So I'm looking to get a new motherboard, but the problem is I don't know what kind of motherboard to get that can work with the current stuff I have, like the current graphics card setup I have. And I can kind of show you guys what I have because I have it. Oh, let me plug back in uh my my do it because usually I have my mouse plugged in to the one that was broken, but since that one is broken now, um, I have to use this hub thing so I can have multiple things plugged in to it. Okay, so let me kind of pull up my. I hope you guys can see it. Um, I know if people said. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing now. But I still want to because the motherboard I have has issues anyway. Like two of the RAM slots are faulty on it. Which was like that when it was built for me, like 4 years ago. Back when they go. Long story short, I didn't pay for this PC. I got someone built it for me and sent it to me back when the GoFundMe stuff was going on. So I'm not sure how much money this guy put into the PC, but it's a decent PC. Like I'll show you guys some of the specs from um the specky layout. Let me kind of like here's what I have in there, and there's the kind of motherboard I have, and there's the RAM I have, and there's the CPU, and the kind of Windows I have, which that's not a big deal, but um the main thing I need help is like what kind of motherboard would work with the current CPU, or should I just look into upgrading my CPU? I really don't want to upgrade my GPU because it's like I know GPUs are really expensive nowadays, and I'm not a PC guy, so I don't want to spend like a decent amount of money on a PC because I'm not a PC guy. Like I said, this was built for me, so when the guy reached out to me, he was like, "I want to build you a PC that'll last you a while." And I was reluctant at first because I was like, that means I have to like upkeep a PC. And spoiler alert, as you guys can see, I really can't do that because I'm in a wheelchair and it's kind of hard for me to like upkeep PC and stuff. Okay, let me see what was said here. PC part picker. Choose the CPU you currently have. Okay, so I should just go there and just type in the uh, CPU and what does it work with GPU too? Cause like I said, guys, I honestly know about computers. Like when it comes to like the hardware side, like okay, that would help out a ton actually. Cause I need someone that knows. I wish I knew. I still had the guy's email that built this for me because I don't even know where he built, like what site he used to build it. Um, Let me see if I can bring it up and drop it in here. Hold on. Do 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 do. Oh, I was listening to some Crowder. Let me see if I can. I did not want to do that, you fucking turd. See if I can do this. I don't even know if it'll let me. Okay, here I am. Um, I'll move my hand in a second. Just give me a minute. I gotta. What am I doing? Why don't I just grab it from this? I'm a dummy. Hold on, I'll grab it in a second. God, I hate the way my voice sounds. It sounds so terrible. Okay. Where is it? There's the Discord. If you guys want to follow me on Facebook or Twitter, you can also contact me on there too. Mainly Facebook because I check that more. Let me. Wow, 10 likes. Why is this live stream getting so many likes? I'm just talking to you guys, really. It's so cool. Okay. And I'm gonna drop one more link just in case anybody doesn't know I have a Patreon. But it's not active right now because I shut it down to give people a break with COVID and stuff. I wanted to give some people a break. So because I know times are tough for people right now, so that's why I shut that off. Oh my god, my voice is so annoying. I don't know how you guys can stand watching my videos. My voice is so annoying. I can't stand the way I sound. Uh, anyway, but yeah, that's really gonna help me out because there's other things that are gonna be coming from for me in a you sure about that? you you're really sure about that? I mean, it's kind of grating a little bit, just just a just a little bit, just a teeny bit. Ow, my wrist just cracked. No, but my voice is terrible. My brother's voice is more deeper and better than mine is. That's why people hate my channel, probably. I'm not, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's probably why people hate my channel so much. Because I sound so dumb when I talk. Like my voice is like I should just change my voice when I talk. Honestly, I don't know, but I also have a thing coming in May called the Shadowcast, and what that is it's gonna help me be able to stream stuff, like the Switch and stuff. So that's been really cool. Because I actually emailed the people. I was like, "This is really gonna help my YouTube channel out," and they were really excited about it. So, um, just really, I should. But the Shadowcast is gonna be really cool when that gets here, because I'm gonna be able to stream like Switch stuff instead of doing like the really long videos and stuff that I've been doing for Hyrule Warriors. Which has anyone here been watching my Hyrule Warriors playthrough? Just curious, um, because that'll gauge like if you guys actually like that kind of stuff. Because I've noticed it doesn't get a ton of views, but some people seem to like it. Yeah, it's late here for me too, but I'm a night owl, so I'm up like literally all night. So I'll be on for a while. I haven't done this in a long time anyway. I haven't chatted with you guys in forever anyway. Um, Plus, I think doing more live streams would help boost my channel up too. I think that's what made my channel kind of boost up when the GoFundMe was going on. Honestly, yeah, I don't. Okay, to be fair, I don't really like being a night owl. It's just one of them things because like I have to get my wife up for work because she gets up for work at like 5 a.m. So I'm like I'll just stay up till 5 a.m. on the night she works, and then usually the day she doesn't work, I stay up like 6 or 7 in the morning because I'm so used to staying up late and sleeping till like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I mean, it's not bad. It's not like you get enough sleep. It's just one of those things. Um, I get enough sleep at night most of the time when I don't stress out about my YouTube channel and toss and turn at night and watch YouTube videos on my phone when I'm trying to sleep. Because that's what I do. Like I'll be like, I didn't watch this video today. Let me watch it when I'm trying to sleep at 5:30 in the morning, and I usually can't sleep till like 7, and I usually sleep till like 3 or 4 till like dinner time. My dad comes down and get me up. He's like, did you just wake up? Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, would you stay up late watching YouTube again? I'm like, no, I don't do that, idiot. But it's not bad. But you know, I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. Hold on. Let me get in position here. I just want to show you something really cool, really cool. Let me get this off my freaking foot. Get off my foot. Freaking wires, man. I hate wires. Hold on. I mean, I gotta turn. I didn't do it. You didn't hear that? That was nothing. Hold on. I gotta fix something.
Better not sugar my CD rack.
I didn't. It was a stupid table. I didn't do it. You didn't hear it. No one heard that. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
I'll pick it up.
I already picked it up. I got it. I got it. Oh. Oh, please tell me this didn't spell it. It would suck if it did. Because I have my drink on here. Okay, it did. Not that bad anyway. Ow! I just did a little bit. That's fine. Whatever. I was done with it anyway. Should have just thrown it out. I'll pick that crap up later. Wow, my wife didn't wake up when that happened. Usually she like freaks out. I didn't do it. You guys didn't hear it. I didn't do anything. You didn't hear it. It didn't happen. Yeah, I did. It looks super good. Wow, someone actually used my first name on here. Wow, most people don't call me by my first name. I didn't do it. Yeah, I'm super excited for Skyward Sword. I screamed when that got announced. I was like, hell yeah. Okay, but I want to show you guys something. But here's where I have most of my loose handle game stuff. In these pull-out drawers. And they're getting very full. So, like, there's that. And then there's this one. There's this one up here. There's this one that has Symphony Night, my loose Rambo, Airwolf. There's a Star Trek in there. I have them all kind of organized in here. Like you can see, let me move some of these out. So you guys can like, kind of see what I'm talking about. Like, I have extra battery covers in here. I have uh, Carmen San Diego in here. I have all the kid style games in this one. So, um, yeah. And then, oh, I wish my wife would learn to throw crap away. But she doesn't, because she's like me. She's messy like me. That's why we get along so well. I'm telling you, man, this room is not big enough for 3 people. I wish this house was like twice the size. And then out here, I actually got this new container. I separated my package stuff. So this is all my Acclaim stuff, my MGA stuff, and my wheelchair is dying, by the way. But oh, I hate freaking cockroaches. They're always out here. That's what sucks about being in the freaking basement. I have to clean the dead bugs all the time. It sucks. Because they always come down here because it's freaking basement. But anyway, here's the container that I have my Acclaim games. And then there's the one with all the Tiger stuff in it. And then over here is my bookcase that I can get to with all my Super Nintendo stuff. This is why I wish I had a bigger freaking room. Because I have to have like half my collection out here in the basement by all this crap, and it sucks. So yeah, that's why it sucks. But I mean, at least I'm living somewhere, and that's the way I look at it. And plus, like, there's eventually this house will become like my wife and like my wife and I's house basically. So like it's gonna be my wife's name eventually. So it's fine, whatever. But still, like sharing the room with my older brother with all his stuff and all her stuff, it's not ideal for sure. So, God, that's what makes it so hard to film stuff. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Is that's why it's so difficult for me to film a lot of stuff, because I don't have a lot of room to film stuff either, and a lot of room for equipment. Um, so, um, yeah, I I don't like talking about it because I don't want people to get the wrong idea that like my life sucks, because it doesn't. Like it's just stressful trying to do YouTube when I have to share the room with like 2 other people besides myself, and mainly my brother, because my wife doesn't have that much crap in the room. It's mainly my brother that I share with, and he has like more than half the room. But the good thing is, my parents are trying to get him to move up to his old room, but he's stubborn. He won't do it. Eventually, they're gonna make him do it. I hope they do it soon, because I'm running out of space, and I hope he watches this video. It sees me saying this, because like he needs to move up there, whether he likes it or not. Like I'm running out of space, and we kind of need our own space. If you guys get my drift, anyway, because we want to kind of start a family. If you get my drift, and kind of hard to do that when we share a room with somebody, you know. So, I'm not trying to get like super perverted, but I'm just saying like when we do eventually have said child, it's gonna need to go somewhere in the house. It's gonna need to be down by us. So, I mean, his stuff would have to be moved eventually. So, like, I mean, it's like I know it's gonna suck. I'm not saying it's not gonna suck for him, cause trust me, I wouldn't want to move my crap either. but we did it once when we moved out here in the first place. So he can do it again. It's not that big of a deal. If he doesn't do it, I'll do it. I'll just get a stair lift thing or chair lift thing, whatever the hell they're called, to get the chair upstairs somehow. I don't care. I'll figure something out. I gotta do something. Cause that would help out a ton. Cause we already have plans for like, well, I should say my wife and I have already been talking about how we're gonna rearrange the room and stuff. Um, when they do eventually do it, which they need to do it soon. I know my dad watches my stuff sometimes, so if he watches this in the future, you need to get on that because like he's not gonna do it on his own volition. You're gonna have to like push him to do it. So yeah, it's getting kind of crowded down there. Um, because you guys always say you guys don't like when my stuff's out in the laundry room. Well, that's the way it's gotta be right now. I can't really change it. That's the way it is. It sucks because I want to. The thing that's gonna happen is when he does eventually move up there. I'm saying when because it's happening, whether he likes it or not. Is when he does that huge entertainment center you guys saw, that's gonna be gone. I'm gonna get like a smaller one to put like my Switch on. Probably my Mega SG. Um, Probably the PS4. Definitely get an HDMI switcher or something. Um, and maybe my PS2. Probably my US one because the Japanese one is interchangeable with the power supply, so it doesn't matter. So I can easily swap it out when I want to play either one. So, um, but that would be gone. So we'd have like a little shelf that I would put those on that I could easily reach, and then that shelf would be where my bed is, and then the bookshelf out there. Well, actually, we would need to get a new one because that one's actually falling apart because of water damage. It got water damage because the basement was leaking for a while, and it actually destroyed some of my NES boxes that I replaced. But it did destroy some of them. That's why I moved them to that big container room in there because this basement has water issues, or it did. We fixed it now, but it doesn't now. But it it didn't destroy anything super valuable, but it kind of rotted away that wood, so the back of it's kind of like rotted away. Um, so I definitely need a new bookcase. But anyway, the bookcase would be in there. I would probably get a taller bookcase, maybe, or maybe even two bookcases, because I would want to have like one for like Switch, because the one I have for Switch is already like almost full. It's pretty much full already. Like I'll go back in there and show you guys real quick how full it is. I'm trying to move around so much because I don't want to have to wake my wife up to switch chairs. Um, but I want to show you guys how full it is. Really quick. Ow! I ran into the door because I'm trying to hold my phone dry like an idiot. Um, so, here's where my Switch stuff is. There's my Switch stuff. And there's more behind there. There's more behind all that stuff. There's my PSP and there's my screwdriver set. And the bottom shelf is like, I think that's mainly like DS and Game Boy Advance stuff. And some NES stuff I didn't put away yet. The Super NES stuff. Um, and that's the converter from my old Famicom that I kept. There's my Panorama Donkey Kong Jr. down there. My Japanese dot hack link. And, yeah. So that's basically what my Switch stuff is. But, there's like, there's our closet. That's why it's so cluttered. Um, so this is basically a setup of the, of my setup here. This is why things are so kind of difficult. Like, there's the TV I record from. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys what I use to record stuff too, because I'm sure people are curious what the hell I use. And I want to show my new switch off anyway, my red Mario switch. But there's the red switch. There's the box to it. I already sold my other switch to my friend. He paid me today for it. Gotta drop it off at his house. Um, but there's what I use. The Corner Box Pro. That's what I use in conjunction with um, my headset down there. And I have my Super Famicom as a prop up to prop up the Switch so I can easily get to it. This box down here is my loose NES and Famicom games, and over there is my box, as you can see. Um, and here's like a bunch of extra stuff, like my Kakarot box, my coat. That's my other wheelchair, by the way. We use that as a kind of, I guess, somewhere to put stuff because there's not really much else to put stuff. There's my wife's laptop stand. Um, here's the top where she has all her plushes. I I promised her I wouldn't show her on video if she's sleeping, and I'm not going to. I'm gonna try not to anyway. I don't think you guys got a glimpse of her. I'm pretty sure I did quick enough to where you guys didn't. Um, and yes, we need new carpet because my dog freaking pissed down here so freaking much. Oh, it's so annoying. I don't know why she was doing that. She's getting older, that's probably why. But yeah, you can see our floor is like destroyed from water. And I really don't want to clean up that dead cockroach. But yeah, there you go, guys. And my bathroom floor is like disgustingly dirty. But anyway, that's pretty much the layout of the room. And we fixed. This bathroom needs to be redone too. There's a lot of stuff that we need done to it when my parents move. Like we're gonna get all the leaks and stuff fixed too. It feels better talking about all this stuff too, cause like I keep all this in because I don't want people to think like I said, I don't want people to think my life is like terrible because it's not. It's not a bad life. Like it's not ideal for like a YouTuber to, especially one in my situation where I'm like disabled and I have to depend on my wife to help me do stuff and help me plug in systems and I have limited space to work with to do stuff and stuff like that. That's the only thing that sucks is that's not the correct kind of setup. And if I wasn't doing YouTube, like I'd still want my brother to like go up into his old room because I need more space. I have more stuff than he does now. All he has is music CDs and DVDs. That's pretty much it. Me, I have like DVDs, um, Switch games, Super Nintendo games, Super Famicom, N64. I have a lot of crap that I don't really get to play because I can't get to them. And to plug them in is super annoying because I have to have my wife help me get it out. Have my wife help me plug it in. Then I have to have my wife get the game I need because I can't get to it right now because my container's blocking the way. Even if I could get there, I couldn't get close enough to get everything I would need. And plus, like, the way I have stuff on that shelf isn't the way I would really want it laid out anyway. Because I want, like, a separate shelf for, like, Sega CD and Sega Saturn and, like, Genesis by itself and stuff. And the strategy guys are fine. I'm probably going to put those in storage. Because I don't know why I collect strategy guys, I do, but, like, I'm never going to, like, read those. I might just get rid of all of those. Because I never even, like, read them or look at them. I just like having them because they look good on a bookshelf, which I know is weird, but I'm a collector of video game stuff. Like that handle games is not all I'm into. Is basically what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of shit I'm into, like Dragon Ball Z. Um, I kind of just dropped a huge boo boo hint with that. Um, but Dragon Ball Z I'm really into, and there's a lot of Dragon Brother did move up. There's stuff I wouldn't have room to collect that I want to collect, like arcade one up stuff. That's why I never did the video on the arcade one up thing, because I don't have the room to put it anywhere. I still have it. I'm grateful that they sent it to me like years ago, but that's why I never did it because my dad and I even talked about it. We were like, we don't have anywhere to put this in the house right now. It's literally sitting up in the hallway, boxed up. Like we have nowhere to put it in the house right now until my parents are ready to move him up to his old room. Then maybe I could put it like in a spot in the room. I don't. The room's right not big enough. So what I'd probably do is when my parents move out, whenever that's gonna be, I'd probably put it up in the living room. Any one of them I would probably get the Final Fight one and the Killer Instinct one. Those are the two I'd want to get for myself. And I'd obviously plug the one in they sent me years ago, but it's one of the first models. It's probably got issues because I heard the first one did. So I don't know. Um, God, what else can I talk about? I've covered a lot of crap. I'm gonna have to change the title of this fucking live stream because I talked about more than just the handle game stuff coming tomorrow. But like I said, guys, I did just drop a huge hint on what one of the things is. That's all I'm gonna say is about what it is. But it's something to what I just talked about before. But it's something insane related to that. What I just said before, like something that no one should have. Like I don't even know how I I have it. I don't know how the person he got it from has it. I'm grateful he's sending it to me. Like he, I'm not paying him for this stuff. By the way, like he's just sending this stuff to me. Now I am going to pay him the shipping cost for it. I don't care what he says. He could say not to pay him only once for shipping costs. If it's like over what I paid to ship him out, when I paid to ship out Kazam and the other game I just shipped out recently to him to get dumped, then I'm not gonna. I'll be like, no, I'm sending you money. I don't care. That that's the kind of person I am. I don't feel right about somebody sending me all this kind of stuff for free. It's not a lot of stuff, but the one thing that's super cool and very rare, I need to like pay him something for this because it's insane what this is. To go back to what this main um, live stream was about, I did not intend to do this for an hour and 5 minutes almost. But guys, that's the thing about me that I want people to understand. I love to talk to people, and I think that's one of the main reasons people gravitate towards my channel. And I wish more people did gravitate towards it because I have a lot to say about video game stuff in general. I just don't talk about it on videos because my channel doesn't get viewed favorably in the algorithm, so I don't talk about it. I don't talk about Switch stuff or my thoughts on PS5 or the Xbox Series consoles. I don't talk about that stuff because YouTube doesn't about all these other bigger channels that talk about this stuff. But if I did have a bigger following, trust me, guys, I would be talking about it. And if I could do a more professional setup to make my background look more appealing, I would say like 80% of games, as long as there's no like heavy motion control, I can play it. As long as I don't have to use this hand too much, I can pretty much do it. And there's my wedding ring, in case anyone wants to see it. but this is my bad hand. That's why I showed it. Like this is how bad my hand is. I can barely open and close it. This is like the range of motion on my on grasping. Now I'm gonna try. I don't know if I can show you on with this one. Okay, where's that? Like this one. This one I can do just fine. I don't want to hold it too long because I can't hold stuff that well with my left hand. But my range of motion is not too good with this hand, but my right hand makes up for it. Because there's video games that I play that people wouldn't think I'd be good at, like Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters, Mortal Kombat 11. If you guys want to see like gameplay of Mortal Kombat 11, go check out like the Joker or Rambo or now they're not the best gameplay, but I'm saying I think I'm pretty decent at those games. It would surprise people to know that I'm disabled. Like the person that's playing them is disabled. Like you wouldn't know that. Like watching the video, you wouldn't know that unless you know me. And I want to tell you a quick story before I end this video because it's getting really late, and plus I'm getting like really thirsty, and my throat's really dry. But I want to tell you this quick story that happened a few years ago. A few years ago, there was a local convention down in, I think it was technically down in Kentucky. It was like basically on the Kentucky-Ohio border, and we went there, and they had a little tournament for NES Remix for the Wii U, and I don't like I like the Wii U, but I hate the gamepad. Like the gamepad was the worst thing in my opinion about the Wii U because of how long and like clunky it was to hold. Because my left hand, like I just showed you, it has trouble gripping things, so it would hurt my hand after a while. But my wife kept pushing me to like enter the tournament, and I was like, I don't want to because if they were using a pro controller, I probably could have done a lot better than I did. But I was like they're using how you doing? Um but my wife was like pushing me and she was like you should just do it. You'll do fine with the gamepad. You play fine with it. Which I do, but it hurts my hand after a while. Like playing with like my wrist really starts to hurt. My left wrist in particular. And so I was like fine, screw it, I'll enter it. Not thinking I'd do that well, but I got in the top three out of like I think it was like 20 people or something. I got in the top three. Like I was a finalist for the grand prize thing, which wasn't like a big thing. It was like an NES Classic or something like that. But I remember when I was doing it, the people running the tournament were like, I heard one of them whisper, they I clearly heard them say, "Wow, this guy's actually good at video games." Like he couldn't believe I was this good at Mario Brothers. Like he was like blown away by the fact that I was actually like getting a really good score on NES Remix. And I didn't intend on um entering it. I knew it was happening. I just didn't intend on entering it, so I didn't practice. That was without me practicing. If I were to practice, I may have won the tournament. I'm glad who won it because the guy that beat me was actually a friend of mine. So it's all good. Like I'm not sad about that. I'm not sad about losing that tournament because I lost to a friend of mine. So, but that just goes to show that people, when people look at me, they don't think of me as a gamer. Like they don't see that. And that's honestly a lot of the reason why I didn't mention my channel when I was at Too Many Games. So like a lot of the other YouTubers that were there, because one of them had asked like, "Are you on YouTube?" And I stupidly said no, because I probably should have said yes. But if I would have said no, I feel like they would have kind of been like, "What's your channel?" And then they would have went and checked it out and tried to give me like a shout out. But I don't want to get like subs because people feel bad for me, or like they they want they feel bad for me because they know I'm trying to have my channel succeed and get monetized and go somewhere with the channel. But like I should have mentioned it with a lot of the creators I talked to just to get some like pointers from them. But I didn't want to, and my wife was like, "You really should have talked to like X person or Y person." I don't want to name any YouTubers. One of the people I I was an avid watcher of, and he was super nice. So maybe if I ever get to meet him again, maybe I'll talk to him, get some pointers from him, and see what he did to help grow his channel. See if he can give me some pointers. Maybe get me on uh, his podcast he does. If no one else can be there one weekend, maybe I can be a stand-in or something. I mean, that'd be really cool. Because I know a lot about video games. I don't know a ton about like the Xbox and PS5. I don't play like a ton of new stuff, but I can still give my take on like whether or not I think a game is going to do well or sell well, or I can talk about a game I played if they're talking about a game I played before. Because I think if I interacted with enough people and introduce myself to like new games and play new games and play more games, maybe I would be more inclined to like grow as a channel and as like a gamer. Like there's a very niche group of games I play. And I need to like expand my horizons, I guess. But like a lot of games I don't play because like I'm afraid that I won't be good at them, and I don't want to blow like 40, $60 on a game that I'm not good at or that doesn't interest me or that I just can't get past because my reflexes aren't as good. I don't have like good enough dexterity to play a game or something. That's what I worry about. I just play what I know I can, what I know I'm good at. But I need to start expanding my horizons. But it's kind of difficult when my brother's down here watching TV all the time because that's the TV he watches is the TV that has the PS4 plugged into it. That's why I really want him to move up to his old room because then I could start playing my PS4, my PS3 more often. Because there's PS3 games I haven't played in forever, PS4 games too. He always says like, "Oh well, you can play whatever you want." I don't want to force him to have him sit there and watch me play a game that has no interest to him. Like that's why I don't say anything about it because I don't like forcing him to like watch anything that I play, basically. And like I said, now that my parents have thought about or are moving out sometime in the future, I don't know when they are, but I know they are. Um, that's what's made it more of a pressing issue. I wasn't gonna ever like press the issue because it wasn't a big deal. But like now with the amount of space I have to work with is getting smaller and smaller because the more games I get, the smaller the space gets. Uh, it's getting to that point, and even then, like the room's still small. I still have to be very careful with how much I get too. But even then, even so, being in that room and just being able to like film whenever I need to, without going in here to film or um, hoping the room was quiet or whatever, I can film whenever I want and stream whenever I want. Especially when I get the Shadowcast, like I mentioned, and hopefully that'll do good for my channel. If it doesn't, oh well, I'll still have fun doing it because that's what I want to get back to that the point where I have fun doing the channel again. I still do, but it's getting to the point where I'm like, do I want to do a video on this because it probably won't do well. Like Hyrule Warriors, I debated on whether or not to do a video series on that. I did because I don't know. I'm really weird, guys. I enjoy like recording myself playing video games. I don't know why. It's just something. It's a weird quirk I have, I guess. I don't. I just like to go back and watch myself play games and critique stuff I could have done better, or just like watch myself do something. Because it's weird. I don't know. It's I guess because I've been doing it since I was a kid. Like just would film myself playing like old NES games on VHS tapes and DVDs. I would burn them to DVDs when we had a DVD burner, um, or a DVD recorder. I mean, um, so I just like doing that kind of stuff. And when YouTube was a thing, I was like, well, why don't I just do it to where other people can watch it? And handle games was like the first thing that came to my mind. Like, why don't I film those? No one else does. And then AVGN came out with his video. Now everybody hates Tiger Handhelds because of that fucking video. I like James Rolfe and AVGN and all that stuff, but that video really screwed up like the look of Hasbro and Tiger. I think because they're not as bad as people say they are. They're really not. There's a lot of ones that are ass. I'm not gonna lie, but there's a lot of decent ones out there. And it's not for me. It's not just nostalgia talking. Like there's a lot of ones that I would legit spend like 45 minutes playing until I beat them. Like Super Double Dragon, I actually beat that like a year ago. Cause I sat down, I was like, you know what? I'm beating this game. I finally beat it. I haven't played it since because I beat it. So I was like, well, I beat it once. I'll easily be able to beat it again. But that video did more harm than good. That's honestly why I didn't watch his channel for like years. I didn't watch any AVGN stuff till like 2015, I think. And then when I met him at Too Many Games, uh, 2 years ago, or yeah, 2 years ago, yeah. And then when I met him, he was like super shy. He didn't really say much. It was weird, cause like he didn't talk much at all, and it kind of disappointed me because I wanted to like chat with them, but they were moving the line along so fast, and it sucks because I love to talk to people about stuff, and then like talk to him about stuff would be like really cool. Um, cause I don't know, I want to tell you guys a pipe dream I have, but it's never gonna happen. I don't even want to. I don't even want to say it. You guys will think it's stupid. Never mind. It's stupid. It's never gonna happen. Never mind. Oh, but it would be so cool to do that. Um. Ah. Okay, but like I said, this is a pipe dream. It's probably never going to happen. But ever since, because the tiger video is very funny to watch, and ever since he did that, even back when my channel was like relatively small, I was like, damn, it would be really cool to like do a video, another video with him, where he like rips a lot of the rare tigers, like um like Kazam, for instance. For instance, if he knew Kazam existed as a handheld, he would shit his pants. Like I think that would blow his fucking mind if he knew that existed. And to have the nerd do a video talking about that and some other video games like GoldenEye and Duke Nukem and Full House and Zorro and other stuff. And I just spoiled another game for you. There you go, Zorro. I see. I'm gonna let him spoil it if I don't shut up. But there's no Zorro's not that big of a deal. I don't really care about that. That was like a throw in though, for real. That wasn't like, um, he wasn't. He didn't even tell me he was throwing that one in, honestly. But um, but anyway, like I would love to do a video with him at some point about like tiger stuff, and I don't know. It's really cool to do it. I think. I don't. I don't know. Like I said, it's a pipe dream. It's never gonna happen. I don't. Okay. I don't want to say never because you never know. Like weirder, weirder shit has happened. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I definitely have enough stuff to like make like a really funny video. I think because there's a lot of games he doesn't know about that exist, and it would make for a really funny video. Because I would be there to be like trying to defend like how good every Tiger game is, even though I know they're not all good. But the that's the side of it I would portray, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I would be like the guy that would defend them, and yeah, something like that, like a name like that or something. That'd be really cool, I think. Um, but like I said, I would have to get my the thing to do would be to hold on, let me turn around here. Um, and go out here so I don't get like copyright strike with what's in the background because the Simpsons in the background. I don't want Disney like killing me, like suing my balls to the wall. But that's why I can't be there. Um, how many different Tiger games do I have? Um, I know I have over 100, so I have a decent amount. Most of I can tell you. I can tell you. Give me like 1 second. I can tell you because I have a list. I don't want to drive and hold my phone because I've almost dropped it like 4 times. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to like cover up the speaker too. Um, um, do. Um, yeah, well, I don't have that anymore, so I can get rid of that. Well, I won't have it well, I don't know if I'll be getting it back. Okay, so we'll say my current list. I don't feel like doing math in my head. My current Tiger list right now of just Tigers is 117. That's not including the stuff that's coming today or tomorrow. So including that stuff, like including that stuff, probably like one 130, close to it, 130. I'm not gonna count the one thing because uh, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not counting the one thing I'm talking about. Um, so but including the new stuff. Um, hold on, let me do it in my head. Probably 124 around there, and that's counting loose. I'll tell you right now the exact number. I have 50 with the package, and loose I have 67. So there you go. And that's just Tiger. That's not including like Acclaim and Konami and MGA and THQ and Remco and My Game and Watches, all that stuff. It's not including that stuff. If you include that stuff, it's like probably 160, 170 ish, around there, probably. So I have a decent collection. I'm not trying to say I have like the largest, because I know a guy that has a lot freaking more than I do, and I've talked to the guy a lot, and I actually have the guy's phone number. I've actually called the guy before. No joke. Like, he's a fellow collector friend of mine. Um, which no, I better not talk about that because I don't know if that's actually gonna happen or not. He could have just been like gaslighting me with that, but I don't think he was. But I don't want to like put bad juju on the dude because of what it deals with. I'm not like a superstitious dude, but like I don't want to. I don't want to like. I don't want to jinx the guy basically because he's a nice guy. Case in point, the guy I'm talking about, he sent me a Tiger Gamecom AC adapter, which they're pretty hard to find for free. So, and I tried to pay him, and he wouldn't let me pay him. So I was like, okay, I guess I won't pay for it then. But he's a really nice guy. I don't want to jinx the guy, but it's something super insane. That's all I'm gonna say. But I don't know why he would have said it to me if he was being legit. But if it happens, guys, you guys will be the first to know. Like I said, check all your notifications to make sure you guys are getting notified for all videos, because that would tremendously help out in sharing my videos and stuff like that. That would help out a lot too. This was the main point of this freaking live stream, and I'm just sitting here talking for like an hour and a half about nothing, because that's the kind of guy I am. I like to just shoot the breeze. That's I'm a personable dude. That's one of the reasons why I want to be a a successful YouTuber. God, I can't talk. Damn it. Because I want to meet a lot of you people. Not a lot of the weirdos that I've blocked, because I get a lot of weird fucking people on here sometimes. But a lot of the like sane people, I want to meet all you guys, and thank all you guys for all the support in person, and do like panels and discussions and autographs, but to do that and to do the AVGN video pipe dream, I would have to get verified on YouTube, and that ain't ever gonna happen. The way things are going for my channel right now, it ain't gonna happen. Like, it's just not. And I've given up on that like a long time ago, like 4 years ago. After the GoFundMe started dying off, I was like, well, I had my ride in the sun. It was fun while it lasted, and it was. I lost sleep over it. It wasn't worth losing sleep over, but because I was stressing out about it. So, you guys think I stress out about it now? Try not to sleep for 2 days straight, and then have to take like sleeping meds for like a day and a half, so you could sleep for like 14 hours. Yeah, it got bad, and I even had panic attacks about it for like 6 months. I don't anymore. I do sometimes. Sometimes I still get panic attacks about it, because I stress about it, because I want this to be successful. But when it's not, when I see like me lose like 80 subscribers in a month or 100 subscribers in a month, I'm like, what did I do wrong? Why am I pissing people off? What did I do wrong? Why is YouTube unsubscribing people to my channel? Because I think that's what it is. I think YouTube just, the whatever algorithm is like computer controlled, is artificially just saying, well, these channels don't watch his content anymore, so we're just gonna delete their channels off his channel, so they won't see his stuff anymore. I think that's what happens. They favoritize bigger creators. Because when I was trending on YouTube, and this is a fact, when that GoFundMe live video was trending on YouTube, my videos went up by like 200%. It was insane. And when I had monetization still at the time, in 1 month, I made like $200, and that had never happened before in my life. For me to make $200 before that happened, I would have to wait like 2 years to make that much. I was not making, and $200 is not a lot to people, but like for a small creator like me, that was like huge, and that allowed me to buy some stuff for my collection too, for my Switch collection. Um, and that's another thing that bothers me about, and I don't mean to get emotional about it, but it bothers me is my wife works so damn hard to buy me things, and it sucks. I have to depend on her and my parents and all this other stuff, and you guys on Patreon and other people to afford a lot of these nice new Switch games and even a new Switch console. My wife didn't have to buy me that, but she did. That's the kind of stuff I wish I could buy for myself, but I can't because I feel like I'm failing at what I'm trying to do here. But I don't know. I don't want to get too emotional about it because it's stupid to get emotional about it. But I poured 12 years of my life into this channel, and to just watch it just slip away into something that I wish it could be. I know I can get there if I try hard enough. I know I can get there. I know I can get there. I just gotta push and push. I know I can get there. I want to get there so bad. I want to be somebody. Just not anybody on YouTube. I just want to be. I don't even mean YouTube. I want to be somebody that I can be proud of. I'm not really proud of how things are with me personally. I don't like the fact that I have to depend on my wife to buy me stuff. I can't buy her nice things. I can't take her out to nice restaurants even when the pandemic was a thing. But I can't do nice things for her. Things I want to do, I can't do because I can't afford to. And it's one of those things that it keeps me up at night. I'm like, why does she stay around? Why does she constantly support what I do? It boggles my mind. She always tells me not to give up. My parents tell me not to give up. My brothers tell me not to give up. Hell, my younger brother is even a Patreon supporter of mine, and I don't know why he is. He doesn't need to support me monetarily, but he does. And I appreciate it. Even though he's a family member, he doesn't have to support me on Patreon, but he does. He joked and said it was a birthday present because it was around my birthday, but I know he was being serious. Like, he wanted to genuinely help my channel because he can see that I'm trying hard to make this be something. And I just feel like I'm not getting anywhere with it. I don't know. It's hard. I feel like half of the reason is because of my channel name. I think people just associate like, oh well, he just focuses on handheld games. Why would I watch his channel? I think that's what it is. I thought about changing my channel like a few years back, but I didn't because I like the name. It's kind of unique. It's unique, so that's why I kept it. I got rid of the 89 part because I didn't like having my birth year in there. So that's why I got rid of that. And plus, it just, most people called me Handle Game Fan anyway. Nobody ever called me like Handle Game Fan 89 half the time. It was usually just Handle Game Fan. Especially back in the GoFundMe days. They would just call me Handle Game Fan. So that's why I just got rid of the 89 because it was easier to do. Whew. You know, that feels a lot better talking about that stuff. Like, honestly, guys, it's really therapeutic. You don't know how many times I've came in this room and recorded a video and decided not to post it because I didn't know how you guys would react to it. Because I'm scared of cancel culture people out there. Like, people will think I'm just doing it to get views or doing it for sympathy. No, I'm not. I'm doing it because I'm trying hard and not getting anywhere with it. And some days I just want to give up and not do it anymore. Honestly, like, that's the God's honest truth. Like, I've been to that point to where I'm just like, screw it, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I've been to that point multiple times recently. Like, there's days I just don't. There's days I'll take a break and not want to film because I'm not up to filming. But like, there's days I'll wake up and be like, why do I even film anyway? Because no one, YouTube doesn't like my channel. They don't, they don't try to help small creators grow. It favors the verified channels, the channels that have like um, 50,000 subs and they have the gray little check mark. Those are the kind of channels that get more views and more traffic. Now there are a lot of smaller channels that get a lot more traffic than mine does, which I don't understand that. I don't get what I'm doing wrong. That's what I stress about, and that's why I thought about I thought about taking a break for like 6 months, but I think that would kill my channel if I did it. But I really soon I want to take a break from it because not going to conventions and stuff for the past year and probably this whole next year has been killing me because that's like the only time we get a break from YouTube. Besides going to like too many games because you're around YouTubers, so it makes you think about your channel. But other than that, like when I would go to a whorehound and like the comic expo that I went to, I wouldn't think about anything, and I would just spend time with my wife, and it would be good. It would be great. And then when I would get home, I would go back to my normal work how it would be, and it would be therapeutic to not work so much or stress about it so much. I don't know why I stress about it. It's probably just my personality because I want to succeed at things I try to do. That's how I've been since I was a kid. I don't let my disability tell me that I can't friggin' succeed at something. That's not how it works. How life works is if you push hard enough and try hard enough at something you want to do and something you want to be successful at, you can do anything you put your freaking mind to. I can do this. And I'm I'm kind of getting in the age group of like getting too old for YouTube, I guess. Because a lot of young guys on there now, I'm like, wow, that person's that old? That makes me feel old because I was, to put it in perspective, I was 19 when I first started this channel. And you guys can do the math how old I am now. I'm not going to say it out loud, but you guys can do the math. Because I said my birthday before. But it's it's insane, like how quick some of these channels grow now. Like it's nuts. And like back when YouTube was first a thing, I had a channel before this. If you guys didn't know, do any of you guys remember my first channel? Probably not. I'm curious if anybody here does. If you want me to tell you the name, I will, and it might jog your memory. But when I created that channel, that was just so I could watch videos. Maybe I didn't really like post too much on there. But if you guys don't remember, it was called Super Metroid Lover. Um, and I think the very last video I posted was actually of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Before it got taken down for some reason. I don't know what reason it was. I think it was because I was uploading like a bunch of like songs from like TV shows and stuff, and like DMCA copyright stuff. I mean, Yeah, but that's a movie. What are you saying? I should write a book? I'm too dumb to write a book. I can't write a book. I would need someone to help me write said book. I've thought about writing a book about like my life and why video games are important to who I am and why I'm the way I am today, and the amount of impact my wife has made on my life. Because my wife does for me, and I don't want to get emotional again, but she does so much for me, more than anybody should. I'm going to tell you that. And I'm not saying it in like a romantic sense or anything like that. I'm saying like she'll take me places. We'll go out together. We'll go to the flea market. We'll go to. I know she didn't really want to go to too many games, but she did anyway, and she had fun. She actually genuinely had fun, probably because she was with me. But I know she really didn't want to go to that. She just wanted to go 'cause she likes being around me for some reason. I don't understand why. It boggles my mind that I was able to meet someone like her that can take care of me. When she broke her foot, she still took care of me. I helped take care of her as much as I could, but she still took care of me when she broke her foot. Like that, if that doesn't show dedication to somebody, I don't know what will. Like, our marriage isn't going anywhere. I I I couldn't see myself being with anybody else. Even thinking about divorce would like just devastate me. Like, I don't know what I would do if like something happened to her. Like I've talked about that with her before. Because I was like, if something ever happens to you, I'm probably gonna be like in a deep depression for a while and probably need therapy for it. Because I depend on her for so much stuff.